So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. They've played it short, opts to play it back. Distributed tidily. Fernandez flings it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
The most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's gone for goal! That comes as a mighty relief. Camavinga. And it's Fernandez. That has not gone well. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Camavinga. Fernandez. Cleared without complication. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's really well cleared. Looking wide, looking to play him in. Plays it in, chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Quarter of an hour played. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Alexander-Arnold. He's in space and looking for options. Lofted in. Big chance! Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back towards his own goal. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
That is a great pick-out. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's found a way past.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's had it nicked away. It's a pretty loose pass. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've got to be quick to... And he's following up! He's scored! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
After 28 minutes is number 38.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for options for movement. And they're not going to make any further progress. Oh no, what has happened here? 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's there to belt it away. Tries to pass it through. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to play it through. He slings it in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's gone out for a throw-in. Time and again they are repelled.
Israel clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be...
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's an errant pass. And he thumps it clear. Just about within shooting range. Looking to go deep. Israel, he's gone for goal. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's picked his way through. Great vision. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kvaratskhelia. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good ball out wide. He's through here.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That was travelling. Looking for a runner. He's got plenty of space out. Tries from a long way out. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That has been slung wide. Israel do have a chance to counter here. Fernandez couldn't squeeze it through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Second period then underway. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. And he's had a hit. Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Israel have their third corner. Decent chance! That's a half-decent try. Kane. And they're quick to get it back. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he get on the end of this? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Little pass back. And it's Camavinga. That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. Kvaratskhelia. He's found a way through. Fernandez. And it's made its way to him. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. And the pass is intercepted. He's going for goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Not the most convincing of passes. Israel looking to pass their way through. He won't be happy with that one. Kamavinga, lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked out the run. He's found some space. And he's quick to get it clear again. Out of play for a throw.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
That'll be a throw. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Kane, nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Fernandez. Kane. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he was quick to react. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. The most accurate pass. Chooses to go cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been won straight back. Neatly clipped into space. Great chance! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Fernandez. It's Kamavinga. Israel finding their passes. Driving forward. Played back in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Danger averted for now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
chance here! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Played out to the right. That's been cut out, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Israel clearly should have gone for the...
Oh, what has happened here? Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Ball swung in. And that has been knocked clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, played through for the wide man. Kvaratskhelia showing good feet. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that's well seen too. And he's let fly into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Can he get it through? Camavinga deals with that comfortably.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Kvaratskhelia. And he passes it long. Oh, that's well spotted. Good effort from distance. Oh, another save. There will be a throw-in. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. And that's put paid to a promising move. Good ball over the charge, surely!
2 minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that is rather wayward. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Knocks it into space. And no, that was never going to make it. That could spell trouble. No, it's come to nothing. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, can they get him away? Kvaratskhelia. No, he's not getting his way this time. That's a throw. Well, that pass isn't the best. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kamavinga looking to play him in. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kvaratskhelia. It's a really well-measured ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Kane. Can he spark a counter here? And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is a great pick out. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. From Kvaratskhelia, about as smooth as it gets. Perhaps the moment that finally settles it. That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
Number 20, Kvaratskhelia.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Georgia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That's a little off target. Out to the right. Aims beyond the defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's beautiful. And the shot! Great reaction. And with that, we've reached the halfway point of extra time.
Now time for our special lottery.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, they could be caught out here. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, no joy this time. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Fernandez. Strong running down that left flank. Kane. Looking for the run. And they can counter here. Israel can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
This looks promising. Great vision. picked out brilliant. Chance! He has done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And now he has two. And he's decided to go for it. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Fernandez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spread out to the left. That's an imaginative pass. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. He's tried one! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And that has left him in a heap. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's picked his way through. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Fernandez. That has ended up in no man's land. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here.
In a
shot at goal! They've scored! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contact.
Ah, he's given it away.
Kvaratskhelia!
It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played out to the left flank. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target. Kamavinga, played out towards the right wing. Threads one in. Messi, played towards the other side.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance here to counter. Now this could be a chance. That's a nicely shaped ball.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The pass has gone astray. Quarter of an hour played. Out towards the flank. And that has put paid to that. Kvaratskhelia. And reclaimed it in a trice. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nice interception, well timed.
He's tried one!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
And that's been won straight back. There will be a throw-in. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw!
And they are pulling clear here.
A mere formality, Nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that is out of play. Fernandes.
Georgia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good spread. Played back in. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Fernandes. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Ambitious ball here. And he whips it in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. Here's a chance! Always going over the top.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Kvaratskhelia has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's well spotted. This looks promising. It's clean! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're back within reach! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Israel gives them some shoots! They've scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Israel get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. An uncompromising challenge. Passes short and sharp. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
That's going in strongly.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Spectacular save! Kvaratskhelia. Nicely shaped ball. That's good play. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
And that was nowhere near his best.
Messi.
Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Plays it across.
And it's hoisted clear.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this?
That's a throw.
Fernandez. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
There will be 3 minutes
Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide.
He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. Great vision. And he's worked it through.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
And the half-time whistle goes. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And the action is back underway.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man, and he's picked it up out wide.
Looking to go deep.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chooses to go crossfield, and he was quick to react. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Aimed in towards the centre.
And shifted it to the flank. Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's been slipped through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi, looking to play him in. He has found the way through. Delivered it.
Header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Dink through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandez. Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away.
And here's Kane.
And this is Messi.
Messi!
Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fernandez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Back into the middle. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Has a shot!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
And Messi!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Aimed beyond the defence.
A heavy challenge.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra...
Shot, surely! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mamadashvili claims comfortably. That has not gone well. Kamavinga.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Played back in.
Brilliantly cut out. Defending of the desperate variety.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kamavinga. He's looking wide. That's Kane.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Kamavinga. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's having a hit! Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gets his head on it!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
Thinks about the shot. Decent chance! They've done it!
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And now he has 2.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that's well seen too.
He's away!
Well, that looks a decent ball.
And he's away!
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Thinks one through. And it's Fernandez. And it's been played.
There's the shot!
Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left.
Israel really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Can he get it through?
Spreads it out wide. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
He's in space and looking for options.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And now they can spring out of defence. Played out to the right. And here's Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good ball, good take.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through.
Real chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
That is ended up in no man's land.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! It's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moments. And the finish!
Hits off target and by quite a way.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to play him in. Flings in across.
Bremer tries to clear.
Sends it crossfield. Now it's Conceição. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's heaved it away. He's looking wide.
Quarter of an hour played.
Looking for a runner. Shot could be on.
It's out for a goal kick.
Kalulu. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Bremer. And Kalulu. Oh, can he get onto this? Neatly clipped into space. And it's made its way to him. Kvaratskhelia.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's been shifted off it. Oh, good-looking ball. Thuram. Boga. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Showing good feet. And crossing, he rises! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's gone looking for safety. It's a promising position. Chance, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Kalulu. McKennie. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Played out to the right. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Good read, needed to be. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Has a look and plays it forward. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Conceição. Now it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Boga finds himself offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Conceição. Boga. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Chips it through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's trying to hit the front line here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Conceição. He's shifting through the gears here. Flashes it across. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Georgia really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And the action is back underway. Now it's Conceição. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's the chance to counter. He's picked his way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kalulu to Conceição. Boga. Now it's Conceição. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and it's come back out to him. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Thuram. Kelly. And it's Thuram. And it's Cambiasso. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Cross into the box.
A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Showing great feet there.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Francisco Conceição.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's on it, can he get away? Great vision. And it's been played through.
Very nicely done.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia looking for options for movement. McKennie. And Kalulu. Now, can they get him away?
Ooh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, that is...
Boga!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Spread it left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And that has been cleared. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Kvaratskhelia
Could try cutting inside here.
chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Boga.
No, that's been intercepted.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, a delicate chip through. Cambiasso. Now it's Yildiz, and he was quick to react.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thuram. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, that's nice.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Thuram. So what can they make of this?
And we're done.
What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And the shot!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Forwards and with intent. Oh, that's a key interception.
Played out to the right.
Kvaratskhelia is wide and looking to get onto this. He's in a great position.
Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Gets a good foot in there.
Distributed tidily. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Kvaratskhelia! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Oh, good spread. It's a good run down the right.
Lovely feet.
And he's gone backward here. Shot could be on. Played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
That's a good ball out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Now the delivery. Terrific header. Now, oh, he's been caught napping. And one more try.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's made its way to him.
Played it again.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through?
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Oh, that was vital. And they can counter here. That's good play.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
And that has been cleared. Looking for options for movement.
And he's in on, there's the shot! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike!
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Kvaratskhelia has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he get on the end of this? Chance for a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now the ball in. And the keeper beats it away. Here comes another cross. Mamardashvili claims it without any fuss. Out to the left it goes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Georgia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Aims beyond the defence. Real chance! It's anyone's ball now. And he thumps it clear. Kvaratskhelia. And he skips past his man. Oh, that's nice. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pinches it off him. Plays a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is ended up in no man's land.
Georgia have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Good ball, good take. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was a given, it always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Can he finish? In he goes again. It's in. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And now he has two.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a promising position. Quality ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. He's on it, can he get away? Just about up to 75 minutes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mamardashvili breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Looking for the run. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Kvaratskhelia. Crosses it in, climbs up big! And it's just cruising! They are cruising! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Chance, surely! And he hits the net! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's been shipped out wide. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's looking wide.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Very nicely done.
He's having a shot! Played out towards the right wing.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's the shot! And it's a goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Diego Carlos. He's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Could try cutting inside here. That's very neat. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now, can they get him away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball out wide. This looks big chance! And he's following up! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That is lovely. Kvaratskhelia. Great ball, and he's in here. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. And here's the header! Blocks! That's really good defending.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Paz. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Alberto Moreno. Opts for safety. Kempf. And it's Moreno. 30 minutes gone. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's Moreno. And the shot's on here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. And it's made its real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's run, and one more try! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries a shot! He's missed, but not by that far. Nicely weighted ball. Turns and goes back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, that's been intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please take
Well, it's been a tight
opportunity
game,
to
but
pay
one
a
that's
visit to our
packed with
official
incident
store
and